global leaders gather at the World Economic Forum 2026, one idea takes center stage: the power of dialogue. In a world facing conflict, health crisis, leadership challenges, and growing uncertainty, the search for balance between logic and intuition, science and spirituality has never been more urgent. I'm Radhika Sinha, and today in this special episode of The Dialogue, we explore an unconventional yet intriguing lens. Can numerology offer insights into human behavior, leadership, health, and even global harmony? So joining us in the studio is renowned numerologist and thought leader Dr. J.C. Chaudhry. Together, we decode how numbers and vibrations may influence decisions from nations and policymakers to leaders and individuals. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Thank you.
Now, let me start by asking you about the World Economic Forum 2026. The theme this year is about dialogue and cooperation. So, please explain us for our viewers today, how can numerology contribute to global peace and also better understanding between nations?
Numerology is upcoming field in which we talk about the numbers. There are total 9 numbers starting from 1 to 9. I can say these numbers have solutions for every problem in the world. All problems can be solved with the numbers. Though it is not practically a good science, it cannot be proved experimentally, but the great people have done a lot of work, and based upon their observations they have framed certain numbers, characteristics and number behavior. Every number has got its own peculiar characteristics, like number 1, number 8, number 9. The people who are dominating in these numbers, they have tendency to create the disturbances, and they can create the war also. Whereas number 2 people, 3 people, 6 people, they are peaceful and they can make the harmony between the people. So every number is contributing a lot as we require the things. So if the population is, let us say, in any place is more of the 8, 9 number people, there the chances of war, they will be too high. And if we introduce the people with number 6 and number 2, the harmony can be there. So this is how we can manipulate these numbers with the situation and can control the war also, postpone the war also. So numerology sees the things based upon the experiences. All numbers are vibrating with a particular frequency. The numbers or the human beings or any universal object, they have energies, and those energies run with a particular speed, which we call the frequency. If they run with slow speed, the volume will be less. If they run with more speed, the magnitude will be very high. So therefore, it is possible that we can change the situation, and by changing situation, we can revert the war or any calamity in the life.
You spoke of vibrations and numerical frequencies. So how do you think numerology can influence human behavior? How does it work actually?
Every human person is also vibrating. It has also energy, and every person different frequencies. The people having similar frequencies, they gel together and they lead a good life. If the people are having different frequencies, they don't gel well. Therefore, we find that we should categorize the people based upon the frequencies of vibrations. Friendship or the harmony, let us say, if I take number 1. Number 1 is friendly number for all the numbers except 6 and 8. The rest all numbers are friendly numbers. So he can gel with them, he can do business with them, he can plan anything with them. The probability of getting success will be very high. Actually, numerology is not a science, but it definitely tells us the intuition things. And it is not exactly pinpointing the correct, you can say, place or the correct place where it will hit, but it will be roundabout or near to that. So by numerology, we can increase the probability of success or anything for that matter. So if the probability is more, the chances of success will also more. That is the use of numerology.
Well, that's a very interesting take. So numbers can definitely influence and shape human behavior and also help them make decisions better. Now, there are many regions who are still continuing to face many serious health challenges. How does numerology actually work alongside modern medicine and holistic healing in such cases?
Numerology can play significant role. Number 3 is meant for health, and therefore the 3 is wood element of the life, and therefore we can find that if the greenery is there or greenery may increase at any side, the health will be better. So health is, I have done experiment on the cancer also. I try to analyze the pattern of the alphabets in the people suffering from cancer. And I found that in many cases, those suffering the element of E and G. These are the two alphabets. If there are more in any person's name, the chances of cancer are very reduced. If there A is more and the you can say 7 number is more, 7 and 1 number, if they are more in number, the chances are more. If the 3 and 5 number are there, then chances are less. So if by changing the alphabets in the name of a person, we can increase the chances of decreasing cancer. That is a very simple thing. I have successfully done in 2 cases also. So all type of the diseases can be controlled, provided we have sufficient data and we can find a pattern of the disease. What type of pattern of the alphabet is there in the diabetic patient, cancer patient, and once the pattern is understood, then by just changing the alphabet of the name, you can control all diseases in the life. Though the people can continue medical advices as they are doing, but by spelling change, there can be faster recovery of the person. So this can be a miracle by numerology, by doing a lot of research and doing data analysis. We can find out what pattern is found in various diseases, and the same alphabet we can manipulate in the name of a person, and disease can be controlled.
Okay, the disease can be controlled, but it is also important to prevent such diseases in the first place, right? So, from a policy and governance point of view, how do you think numerology can help governments work better and also help them design or shape better health strategies, preventive healthcare strategies?
By giving approach to the sufficient data, it is possible to see the pattern of the alphabets which are in the name of a person and the date of birth of a person. So these 2 data are important to analyze a person. And once after analysis we find that around 70% of the people having the same pattern, then we can say that this is a reason for cancer or any other disease also. So government can provide data to the people who are interested, and they can work on that and find out the pattern of the disease. Because anything which we are finding in the life, it is a pattern is there. So pattern we have to diagnose and identify, and once it is identified, let's say there is a pattern of the alphabets or the numbers which can lead a person to destructive activities. If the pattern is there, then we can clone it also, and we can do a large number of such type of things also. So it needs a lot of research and hard work in that.
So leadership often leads to failures, when it comes to their ego problems. So how can numbers, how can the science of numbers actually tell a person, tell a leader their strengths, their limitations, and even explain them their responsibilities better?
Every person has a particular name, and from that name we find out the number. And numbers are friend also, numbers are enemy also. So we should always try to see that wherever the country we take, we should take the name or number of the country, and the other countries where we want to make the negotiations, we should see the capital of the country, currency of the company. Wherever, whatever type of work the government wants to do, they should see what is the date. Date is very important, more than the place, more than the name itself. So date should be done which is harmony to the person who is doing all these things. A vibration of the date should be always harmony with the president or any other person who is given the responsibility. The people who will further continue the negotiation, they should be given good training that how they have to behave, how they have to communicate, and if they receive certain packets or certain things from the other country, number is less or more, they should immediately communicate also so that no confusion is there. So people who are related with the work they should be having good communication, and there should be no, you can say, hide and seek between things. So if we come with the pure intentions and good intentions, then the success will be there definitely.
Well, I think that kind of self-awareness is very important, not just for an individual, but also for organizations, and overall, the entire economy will also benefit from this.
Yes, yes.
So on that note, we'll slip into a short break now. On the other side, Dr. J.C. Chaudhry turns the spotlight on businesses, entrepreneurs and young leaders, exploring how numerology can shape decision-making, leadership choices and success in a volatile global economy. Stay with us. Welcome back to CNBC TV18 presents Davos 2026, The Dialogue. We continue our conversation with Dr. J.C. Chaudhry, shifting focus to the world of business, entrepreneurship and India's young population, looking at how numbers can influence branding, career choices, leadership mindset and even long-term growth in an uncertain economy. Welcome back to the show, Dr. Chaudhry. Now, you often talk about success by numbers. So, how can numerology actually help businesses make better decisions?
First of all, you increase the profit in the business, you are successful. Second is you decrease the losses. That also is a business. So both the things can be done by numerology. In numerology, the most important thing is the name of the person and date of birth. 30% weightage we give to the name of the person and 70% to date of birth. In the date of birth, the date on which the person is born, that is a psychic number. And if you do total of date, month and year, that becomes a destiny number or life path number. So life path number decides the long-term goals, whereas the psychic number decides the short-term goals. The psychic number and destiny number, they should be always in harmony, and they should harmony with the name. So entire activity or entire word is based upon one single word, there is harmony. Harmony means the vibration frequency is same, so they can gel together. So that is always in the date of birth we cannot make any changes once a person is born, but definitely in name we can change the spelling and we can change the planet, we can make it harmony. So always we find that whenever we inaugurate anything, whenever we talk the dialogue, whenever we sign the agreement, any action which we are doing, that should see the date, that should be harmony with the person. If it is not with harmony, the results may be not as which is desired. In that case, destiny number is very important. So we can find that in every number, there are good number also, bad number also. So whenever we are to progress in the life, we should avoid those dates for business action which are not favorable, and we should go with the favorable dates. So it is very easy to find out the favorable and unfavorable dates. So if the person is taking care of this thing, then it will be definitely successful. As I told you, it is a red light, we stop. So if the date is not good, we also stop, we don't invest. So investment should be done in the right date, right month and right year. So the date is very important, which carries around 40% weightage. Month carries around 30% weightage. The rest of the 10% is the name of the country and name of the person, they carry the weightage. So therefore we should select good month, good date and good year for doing any business with any country or with in ourselves also. So country's number also should be very important. But let's say India, if I take the India number comes 3. So 3 is having friendly with all the numbers except number 4 and 7. So they should avoid the business in such countries where the number is 4 or 7, and if they do so, then at least they should select a good month and a good date. That will be more effective way also. So there are methods also by which we can take the sideway method to avoid the unfortunate situations if the numbers are not vibrating.
Okay, so but business is also not just about numbers, it is also about good branding and good leadership. So how can numbers help with that? How do businesses come up with great ideas so that the branding is good and the leadership is also strong?
First of all, the date on which the branding starts, that should be vibrating with the destiny numbers. If the date is selected with against our destiny number, it will take more time. So selection of the dates should be very important. If you start well, the results will be also well. If you start with the wrong road, the result will also be that way. So business can be done with a mutual understanding, with the keeping in mind win-win position and helping the people. Because more you help and educate the partners, better you are doing the business. If you think of yourself and not of the other, you are not a successful person. So we should think of upgrading every of the partner which comes with us and also learn from others who are better than us. This is a mutual, you can say, respect and understanding between the countries that helps to grow the business very well.
Now, India has one of the world's most youngest populations. How can numerology actually help these youngsters choose the right career path?
You see, normally our destiny number decides the career. If a person has destiny number 6, then we can say he can go in the entertainment business, film industry, show business. So likewise, every destiny number has got their own characteristics. Now in this case, mostly people decide about the career based upon the advice of parents or the peer group or where the pay package is very high. They decide those things. They don't see what they want actually. Every person has genetic makeup, and genetic makeup also tells that I like this thing, and they should do those businesses which they like by heart. So in fact, if they decide according to their number or according to their genes, that business they can do by a long time and very successfully. Other business which may be a higher package, which they don't like, but they are doing because of peer group, they will leave it after some time or they will not be happy. Your business can flourish only when you put your heart and soul. And you can put your heart and soul when you like it. Liking means your number should vibrate nicely with that particular work which you are trying to do. It should be that I feel that if they listen to their voice of the heart, internal heart, then they certainly can do better job in their life. They should not only run after the pay package and all these things.
Okay, they should not just run for the money part, but also, it is very important for them to have the right mindset. How can numerology help them get the right mindset, get the right attitude to actually succeed in today's uncertain economy?
Destiny number is reflects the whole personality of the person. Mental also, psychological also. Everything decided by destiny number. So if their destiny number is nice enough, or it's of that type of the business they want to do, which belongs to that destiny number. If they are, let's say, destiny number 8, if they go in the finance, they will be very good. If they go as the administrator, they will be very good. So if they select the field which is not relevant with that destiny number, then definitely they will struggle and they will not be very successful. So we should see for selection of the you can say career in the life, what is the destiny number, that is the total of the date, month and year, that decides very nicely.
Okay. And nowadays, everyone is also talking a lot about mental health, and the youth especially is going through a lot of anxiety, confusion. So how can the science of numbers actually help them get more clarity, confidence to truly succeed in today's day and time?
You see, every number has got their own characteristics, and they should see that how many out of those characteristics they are having, they are sharing, and how many they are not having. So whatever is lacking in them, that they can upgrade themselves by changing their attitude, changing their behavior, because lot of the people nowadays the youth wants fast, you can say, return of the hard work which they are doing. They don't have the patience like as it used to be in the past years. But I think that that's a good thing. But always we say beware of in the life, because so fast is not good. They may fall also. If you go slowly and build the empire, that will be stable and that will take, you can say, strong foundations. If we run very fast, then we can fall also in the life. So we should be very careful when we select the business. We can take the opinion of parents, friends, everybody, but we should select that particular field which we actually like. There is no harm in taking advice from anybody, but you should do whatever your heart says, that you are happy in that. So our personal happiness is very important, and if we are happy in doing business, so money automatically will follow, it will not remain behind.
Absolutely, that's a wonderful advice. Be slow, be steady, don't run after money, also listen to your heart. That's your wise advice to our generation, right? So thank you so much for sharing such great insights today. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Well, that was Dr. J.C. Chaudhry offering a unique perspective on how numbers can bring clarity in an increasingly complex world. As nations, businesses, and young minds stand at critical crossroads, the need to align decision making with awareness, responsibility, and balance has never been greater between science and spirituality, ambition, and ethics. That's all on this edition of CNBC TV18 presents Davos 2026, the dialogue in conversation with Dr. J.C. Chaudhry. Thank you for watching.